Player, this pimp don't lie. How many rap stars you know that went to Berkeley High? I'm always with a cup of bourbon. I'm in here choosing, you up here searching.
Yo, welcome to the show, everybody. It's me, Ben, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, my friends, we've got ATEEZ The World, Episode 1 Movement, the brand new album from the ATEEZ boys. Gorilla was a lot of fun, but now it's time to sit down and get into the nitty-gritty parts of this album. Get into the intro, get into the rest of the B-sides, and I'm hopping into it with y'all right now. If you're watching over on Patreon, as always, my friends, thank y'all so much for your continued support of me. I appreciate you very, very much. Hopefully you enjoy the album review, and if you do, leave a like on the album review post for me one time over on Patreon so they know that you're vibing along with me. Because if nobody leaves a like on the album review post over on Patreon, it makes me feel like nobody's vibing along with me. And I know for a fact there are tons and tons of H&E homies over on Patreon. So if you're watching this, you have a good time, leave a like for me if you're over on Patreon. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, all that means is this video is cut up a little bit to make sure that we're not getting struck as B over here on YouTube. Y'all know how it is. And in general, if you enjoy the video as well, leave a like over here as well. If you want to be able to see my uncut album reviews, hit me up over on Patreon, but also you get them like 10 days earlier over on Patreon. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. This intro has been long enough. For those of y'all that have been keeping up with it, this is the first time ever we're doing an album review on both platforms for a boy group. I've done one for a girl group now, but I haven't done one for a boy group yet until today. So ATEEZ being the first group to do that on both my Patreon and my YouTube, pretty legendary to be honest. And also just not very surprising because these ATEEZ boys drop like crazy. Let's get into it. Thankfully have lyric videos, it looks like, for each one of the songs. So let's hop into it and see what the ATEEZ boys have for us today. We're starting off with the intro. This is Propaganda. Let's go.
Wake up. Wake up, world. Are you there?
It's time. Okay, we've got some familiar melodies going on. Are these the words that were being said at the beginning of the Gorilla music video? Django said, let me pop off in the intro one time. I don't care if it's just an intro track. Let me pop off. I love that. I love that. All right, Sector 1. This is B-side number 1. Let's get it. Wait, it's gonna be this? No. This is finally getting the song? Y'all, I freaked out over this. I freaked out over this since the beginning. And it's finally getting a full version? I never thought it would actually get one. It's gonna be in a song? Bro, I can still like visualize the first time. Oh my God, I have chills all over my body. My ears. Oh, yeah. Harmony. That's fire. That's fire. I feel like, here's the thing, y'all. I don't feel cheated or anything like that. It's just we finally have a home for this melody, this instrumental that I have loved and has been so mysterious to me ever since we heard it for the first time. And now we've heard it a couple of times in regard to ATEEZ videos, right? And to ATEEZ content. But that time is over. We finished up with that because now we finally have a song for it. It begins Sector 1. But the thing is, I almost wish that Sector 1 had more of that vibe to it throughout. Having it as the intro is like really powerful. And I'm gonna be honest, it played with my emotions a little bit. Because Sector 1 is a great song. Sector 1 is gonna end up being probably like a gem song for me, to be honest. If I'm going for a run, Sector 1 might be one of those songs that I want to put on in my headset. But oh my God, that intro. It is so good. I don't know how to describe it any better than it speaks to my soul. That crazy little bit of instrumental. It's like 20 seconds long. It speaks to my soul, bro. All right, Cyberpunk is up next. Let's get it. Let's get it. Great first B-side. Let's go. It sounds intense, bro. Let's go. I'm getting some Knight Rider kind of vibes. I'm cool with that. Yeah, the neon sign. Yeah. Okay. Song is called Cyberpunk after all, so. Vocals. Harmony already. Y'all hear that in the background? Wow. Frozen Night. Yeah. Oh my gosh, these vocal ad-libs. Django, breathe. Of lies. Frozen Night. This is catchy off the rip. First listen, it's catchy. God damn. Full of lies. Wow. Nope, I have chills. Oop, there they are. Pop off, Django. God damn it. God damn it. Wow. So the difference between, okay, there's plenty of differences between Sector 1 and Cyberpunk, but I mean, like, from a song standpoint for me, Sector 1 is awesome because we've got that intro that I love, that y'all know that I love, and we build from there. The difference, I think, for me is that Cyberpunk begins this vibe immediately from the song, and all it does throughout is it gets stronger. It feels like it gets louder. It doesn't actually get louder in volume, but the vibe of it gets louder as the song goes on until the end. We finally release, and it's like, holy shit, that was incredible. What a B-side. I'm in love. The Ring is up next. We're skipping over Gorilla because we know that one already. Let's go. Your song will start us. Song called what the? This could end up being a favorite. Like all time. This could end up being an all-time favorite. Oh my god. This is speaking to me. This is speaking to me. Fix on. Y'all gotta understand the way that I'm feeling. I feel like ATEEZ has multiple different bags that they exist in. Y'all familiar with that phrase? Like when I say, man, they're in their bag right now. What I'm trying to say is, when I say they're in their bag, it means that a song has a vibe that is not necessarily sonically, like it doesn't sound similar. Like it's not like a oh wow, that's like, it sounds the exact same as one of these other songs they've made. What I'm saying is the vibe is comparable to some of the vibe that I get from previous ATEEZ songs. So am I listening to a new one? I'm like, damn, they're in their bag on this one. This feels like they're in an entirely different bag, an entirely different one. And also it feels like they've been perfecting this bag in private. It's like they've made like 20 other songs that have this kind of a vibe to it, but they haven't dropped them. They've just thrown them away, or maybe they're leaving them for later. I don't know. But the ring is what's come out as the bag, okay? They're in their bag right now. But I'm not used to this bag because I've never felt this way about an ATEEZ song before. I have felt plenty of excitement and plenty of like drive, energy, determination from ATEEZ songs in the past, but this is different. This makes me want to go lift my weight multiple times on the bench press. This is really affecting me. Oh my God. I borderline have tears in my eyes, bro. The organ! I was so not ready. Where Do I Go is our next B-side. That's fire, Wooyoung. That's fire. No, diving deeper. Can y'all not take out the trash while I'm listening to the best album of the year so far, please? Not the giggle, bro. He switched up the flow. Blow out. Vocals, oh my God. They can't keep doing this. They can't keep it up. They can't keep it up. They won't be able to do it. They cannot keep giving me songs like this. And when I say songs like this, I mean they can't keep giving me. They can't keep giving me The Real. They can't keep giving me Rocky. They can't keep giving me Where Do I Go. They can't keep giving me Sector 1. They can't keep giving me these songs. Like ATEEZ are, I mean, I'm not trying to say this to be funny, but like it kind of is meant to be like a little bit funny. Like it's like ATEEZ is the therapy that I can't afford. Like I can't afford regular therapy, like regular person therapy, right? Like going to a therapist and like talking about things and getting it out, hashing it out, right? Like getting my issues a little bit more set straight, or at least being able to talk about my stuff, right? ATEEZ is doing that for me. Like all of the, I don't even know what to call it anymore. I don't really even know what I have going on. I've definitely got a little bit of anxiety going on. I think a lot of people do, right? That's nothing that crazy. Whatever problems I do potentially have, I feel like ATEEZ solves so many of them. If they don't solve them, they help me out in the interim a lot. But songs like these that I just mentioned, including this one, Where Do I Go? This makes me want to run until my lungs give out, but not like in a harmful way. I want to test my own limits and see just how much I can do. Low, dive deeper. That's an immediate favorite, and I see Where Do I Go becoming a potential favorite ATEEZ track of all time for me as well. I feel that way certainly about Cyberpunk. And I feel that way about The Ring, I think, as well. But I think, man, I'm not going to be able to... You know how, like, at the end of most of my album reviews, I'll be like, oh, here's a top 3. We're not doing that today. That's not happening. It's just not worth it. Let's go ahead and just admit that it's not going to happen. We'll get over it. We'll move on with our jolly lives. Mother of God. Mother of God. Yeah, we're not going to do it. We've got one more B-side, my friends. Let's get straight to it. New World. It is hurricane season after all, and I live in Florida. Like a wave, like a wave. I have chills all over my body. I have chills. I'm overwhelmed. I kind of figured it was going to happen, but it did not prepare me. This album is different, yo. This album is different. This version of ATEEZ is different. This is the first time I think I've really felt this way about a full ATEEZ project. I think I definitely felt it with The Real. I think it was probably the first time that I really was like, oh damn, this feels very different to me. But this is like a full project of songs that make me feel the way that I'm about to try to describe. ATEEZ has transcended. They don't just need to make music that sounds good anymore, because they know that people are here for them now. People aren't necessarily just here for the music that they make. People are here for them. This album is like the ultimate form of cinematography, those beautiful slow panning shots, those quick edits, things like that in movies and in music videos that all of us love to watch because they're satisfying and look really cool, right? This album is cinematography to the highest degree, but in MP3 format. Every single time something, like we add in a brand new kick drum or something, like I can feel the cuts. I can feel the earth shaking beneath me. I don't know how to describe it better than that, bro. They're making, it's like if we start at Propaganda and run all the way to the end, we've got a movie soundtrack. That's where we're at. We've got a movie soundtrack. I really don't know what else to say about this album, bro. I can't give you a favorite song or two because all of these are immediate, legendary potential songs. I think ATEEZ absolutely killed it. They always do, but this one hit a little different for me. This one hit a little bit different for me. My recording's about to cut off, so I'm gonna go ahead and dip, but thank y'all so much for vibing along with me, ATEEZ. Like I said, if y'all are watching over on Patreon, leave a like on the album review post for me one time so that you vibed along with me. And if you're watching over on YouTube, hope you enjoyed the little cut up review one time. And if you want to see the full one, hit me up over on Patreon. That's it for me. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Continue to stand and support ATEEZ because these boys deserve all the support in the world. What a project. I'm gone. Till next time. Love y'all very much and peace. Bye.